Not go anywhere near the surface. Got it?
Everything good is above the surface. Walking. Air! The sky, clouds, the sun. Whoa, don't look at it. Just kidding. Definitely look at it.
Have you ever gone to the human town?
That's a scene from the new animated film Luca. The colorful sort of fish out of water tale starts streaming today on Disney+. And you may recognize the voice of the film's main character. That is Jacob Tremblay playing Luca. CBC senior entertainment reporter Eli Glasner is here with his review. I have missed you on the air, Eli, over this pandemic. We've had so many live events with, multiple ministers, etc. But here you are, telling me about things I need to watch this weekend. Where does Luca begin?
Yeah, I'm here to bring you a delightful distraction, Suhana. We begin in the bottom of the sea. We're off the coast of Italy, far underwater, where we meet a charming family of sea monsters. They raise fish like sheep. They speak in unexplained Italian accents. And there is Luca himself, a young monster with, as you can see, a bit of a wanderlust. And he is warned by his mother, do not go to the surface. Now, as
You coming?
We do not.
He goes above Presto Changeo. He becomes a human boy. Very convenient disguise, but don't get wet because he'll go instantly back into monster mode. Now, Luca soon meets his new friend there, Alberto, this fearless sea monster teen who turns into kind of a guy with a Johnny Bravo pompadour and has an equally large sense of confidence and seems to have mastered the art of living above the sea. Let's take a look.
You live up here?
Yeah, me and my dad. He's not even here a whole lot, so I pretty much just do whatever I want.
Isn't it dangerous?
Yeah, it's the best. Everything good is above the surface.
Like, what else?
Air! Gravity, also known as falling!
That's actually Jack Dylan Grazer, the actor who played the best friend in the movie Shazam, does a great job. A lot of fun as Alberto there. And, the novelty of jumping off large towers and falling to the ground eventually wears off. So they decide to take a trip to the nearby coastal fishing village. And that is where they bump into a character named Errole Visconti. Now, imagine, Suhana, if you can, Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley, but in biker shorts. This guy zips around town preening in his shiny Vespa, which catches the boys' attention.
Look, Signor Vespa,
Signor Vespa. That's kind of funny. I am Ercole Visconti, 5-time winner of the Porto Rosso Cup.
the Porto Rosso what?
The Porto Rosso Cup. Per 1000 sardine, how do you think I paid for my beautiful Vespa?
But the boys are recruited by Julia, a red-headed girl who looks like a distant cousin of Pippi Longstocking, who is desperate for teammates to finally put that Visconti in his place and beat him at his race.
You know what? It looks fantastic. And Pixar, we know, has an amazing pedigree, Eli. Toy Story, The Incredibles, Soul. I mean, how does this one measure up, though?
It is an amusing trifle, a beautiful bauble. It's nice, it's bright, it's colorful. I think in these COVID times, it's as close as we can get to visiting Italy in the meantime. And as you mentioned, the voice of Luca is actually Jacob Tremblay, the Canadian actor from Vancouver that, I've been watching him grow up since he first appeared in the movie Room. Now, I had a chance to chat with him at one of those virtual movie junkets. We talked about learning to become a sea monster and, imagine himself being in Italy. But I also asked what it's like to essentially grow up in public on film. Here's what he had to say.
It's been very, very interesting because, a lot of the time, people, I guess, see themselves when they're younger through home videos. And it's quite interesting how I can just see myself, through the public eye. But a big part of it for me is when I look back at it, I was such a lucky kid.
He was a lucky kid. Now he's a lucky teenager. It's been amazing to see the progression of his career. He talked to me about being interested now in directing and screenwriting. And even in that short clip, I think you see a little bit of introspection on his own behalf in terms of his movement through the industry. And I mentioned that, Suhana, because that's the one thing that this film is really lacking, is that sense of introspection, even from the character of Luca, who he plays. There's some great material here about a kid with this double life, that sense of amazement as they first walk amongst the humans, and this beautiful bond between Alberto and Luca. But I think a lot of that is pushed into the background for the climax, which is really just a fun little chase scene, the bike race down the hill. Now, if I sound disappointed, it's because, like you said, it's Pixar, right? Like, we look to Pixar to push the envelope. They have made movies about emotions and like literally the meaning of life. So now you have this nice little Italian vacation with sea monsters, which is fine. It's fine. I give it 3 stars out of 5, but here's one little bonus. This is not one of those Disney Plus premium titles. So if you are a subscriber, it's free, which is also fine and nice. So there you go.
And that's worth 5 stars, the free part. Thanks, Eli.